Hey, good day to you and happy Friday. Hope you've had yourself a great week. I know I've definitely had a little fun this week. Well, last Friday, my pull-up bar, I've had a PVC pull-up bar I've had for probably about 10 years or so, rough or something like that. And there, you travel with me to horse shows. I was doing my pull-ups last Friday and broke on me. And this time here, it's probably compromised and not used to being able to do much with. So I was without that and ordered a couple of squat stands, which actually got here yesterday. However, pull-up bar attachment's not there, so I can't do pull-ups yet. So hopefully that one's coming up. I got that. Got the 10 Cycle Weeks bike night. Got that talking with some friends. Got some information. And this Saturday, so tomorrow, is a poker ride for motorcycles, cars, and trucks in the Orville area. So if you're around, definitely going to do that. So I'm going to be able to spend more time on the bike lately than I have in quite a while. I'm enjoying it. So anyways, what we're going to talk about today is 3 myths on improving your health, wellness, and fitness after 50. A lot of times there are things that come up that say, okay, we get to a certain age, and things are going to have to change for us. Part of that's true, but most of it's not. So most limitations we put on yourself. So let's kind of cover 3 of those. I'm too old to make improvements. That's one of the myths out there. Now, just like when you turn 18, excuse me, there's not something magical that says, hey, ooh, you're 18. Let's get a tap a magic wand. You know everything now. Some people believe that. Well, just like when you get 50 and older, it's not something that comes down and says, okay, there's a limiter on you. You can't do these stuff anymore. Now, there might be some stuff you have to modify a little bit. You might be able to go hard and heavy as you used to in your 20s, but as your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you can still lift, you can still exercise, you can still do improvements to your health. Again, especially with exercise, there might be some adjustments you got to make. You're not going to lift as heavy. You're going to change your format. You're going to change your technique. You might not do as much, but you can still make improvements. As well as your body, your mind, and spirit. You can work on all 3 of those areas, no matter what your age are, no matter what's going on. You can do something to improve yourself. Most of the time, the only limits we put on are the limits we choose to put on ourselves. And I do use that word, choose to put on yourself. So it's up to you. You're never too old to make improvements, and you can go up and look online, look at your age, go do a search and just type up either your decade or your age and say fit or healthy. You're going to find pictures of people that are doing things. You'll find stories of people that didn't start doing anything until they're in their 60s, and they're in phenomenal shape. It's always for me, I find it to be very motivating. Another myth, it's too hard and difficult. Well, you can make it as complicated or as easy as you want to. Don't worry about trying to find the perfect routine, the perfect program. It's not going to be out there. Instead, something we talk about here all the time, start with the simple baby steps, stuff that you already know how to do. You start with there. What are ones going to fit in your life? And that's where you start. That's your starting point. What are some baby steps you can start for right now? Then, making sure then maybe after you get those baby steps, they start compounding, talking to each other, such as going for short walks, simply making some healthier food choices, choosing to learn something new, being aware of what you're listening to, what you're reading. That's for the subconscious there. Taking quiet moments throughout the day, spending a few minutes with nature. Those are all baby steps. And then as you start getting those in, you figure out what you work, what you don't like, then maybe start searching for a program. Not the perfect program, but what's going to work for you. So again, make it as hard or as difficult as you want. Myth number 3, I don't have time to take care of yourself. Well, one of the biggest questions is, how much time do you think you need? And there is the adage about, well, you either take care of yourself now while you're halfway healthy and make your self healthier, or you're going to deal with it when you're in unhealth. Got the choice there. But the bottom line there is, how much time do you think you need? So, and this goes back to those baby steps. This is what you can do. Take a look at what time you do have available and or you're willing to spend. This might be, willing to spend might be a form with exercise if you're going to do some training. How much time you're willing to spend. And then, okay, what can we fit into there? What are we able to work on? I got something I realized I didn't do here, so just give me a moment. There we go. Never changed this right in the mid. There we go. Never changed this during the. Cool. Didn't change that during the stream before. Sorry. So you find out what time you got available and go from there. Now, With safer exercise, you can find a program that works for you. Sometimes, hey, there's some great training programs that you're only working out twice a week, which could be from 30 to 60 minutes twice a week to get your this resistance training. Um, Maybe there's ones 15 minutes. I know Mind Pump, they get their maps 15 minutes, which means you're working out for 15 minutes a day. Practice exercising throughout the day. Maybe every time you go to the bathroom on Monday, you do push-ups. And again, you don't have to do those on the floor. You can do them against the wall. Maybe simply walking after meals. Don't have time, can't quite do meditation yet. We'll spend quiet moments like that spread throughout the day so they can add on top of each other. Now, meal planning, if you're running healthier, might take a little bit of time. You just got to realize, okay, what's a healthier option I can go through? That can take a little bit of time. Get a chance just to message your friends and friends. Send them a text message, send them an email, write out a little card, send a Facebook message, just to reach out to your family and friends for a little connection there. Connect to yourself. Get some quiet time with yourself. Maybe while you're driving, have just in silence, no music. Get a chance, have a conversation with you, get some thoughts. So those are the ways you can take care of yourself. And you realize it doesn't take a whole lot of time. It doesn't have to, and you can easily add it into your day. Later on, as you start getting some of those aspects down, then you want to get bigger, you want to go longer. Yeah, go for it. Find some areas to where you might be able to meditate for 20 minutes at a time. Find it to where you might eventually be able to have 60 minutes a day to exercise, get a full weight training session. And that might involve commuting or whatever you got going on. But start where you're at. You don't have time to take care of yourself. So either do it now, and it's also like the old adage we hear all the time, the cliche of the airplane mask. Put your mask on first before you put anything else. Same thing with this. You want to take care of yourself, because if you're unhealthy, it's going to make it harder for you to be a mother, father, and partner, to be able to take care of anyone else around you. Take care of yourself. What can you fit into your day? And go from there. All right. So that's what I got for you. Just some of those myths to kind of realize, a lot of them are just myths. They're just limits we put on ourselves. If you want some help with that, in the description, find a link to my Facebook group with some trainings in there. And that's a good place to get you started. So have yourself a wonderful weekend. I will catch you on Monday. So take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.